Hi guys, Mao Cat here. So for today's reading, I wanted to try and challenge myself and do 7 piles. So for this reading for today will be on how do they feel about you. So there's pile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So just take your time, center yourself and pick the pile that you're most drawn to. So let's begin. Hi, pile number 1. So I'll be doing your reading today on what he or she feels about me. So I have the 9 of Swords here and the 10 of Wands in reverse. So it does seem like there might have been a separation because they do seem to worry about the situation between the both of you. The 10 of Wands in reverse kind of reminds me of like burdens and struggles, and they do feel a bit intimidated in terms of like trying to reconcile with you, mostly because of the 10 of Wands being in reverse. The 9 of Swords also is about anxiety and like feeling restless, so I do think like they feel a bit like stressed out over the situation. They do seem to like you a lot though, because the Queen of Cups here, you can see the Queen of Cups, I do think that they think of you as the Queen of Cups. So they feel like you're someone who's like very emotionally intelligent and very nurturing, and I think they feel like very at peace in your presence. And we also have the King of Pentacles here, so it does seem like there is an intention in them to kind of like try and build something with you. So like the King of Pentacles is like someone that wants to grow their assets and like build something in a material sense. So it's kind of like they do want like a fulfilling relationship with you. And we have the Four of Cups here upright. So the Four of Cups is usually represents like balance. So usually when it shows up, is kind of indicating like, they might be thinking that the relationship between the both of you was balanced, or it could also mean like, they felt like they are like just like retracing their steps in like the relationship in the past, and they were like thinking, how could I have like made it so that it was like more balanced. So that is what I can glean from the cards here. I do sense like there's a deep regret regarding what happened, I think. Like they do feel bad about it. But at the same time, they seem to be too anxious to like try and act on it. Seems like they're more like contemplating right now in terms of like what to do instead of like acting on what they feel like. So actually, let me just draw some oracle cards right here. Give me a sec. Okay. So in terms of the oracle cards, I'll be asking on how they feel about you. You just get it. Okay, we have trapped. We have entangled. And we have arrived. Okay. Yeah, they do seem to be pretty trapped in terms of like their own emotions. It doesn't seem like they are gonna snap out of it any soon though, because like you can see the card entangled here. So currently they are still trying to figure out what they are feeling, how they want to go about the situation, and just like I think it just reminds me of like a loop, you know, like kind of like they're just constantly thinking about what I've done wrong, what could have happened, like why was it so, kind of thing. So it's like it's not really a lot of action but more contemplation. And we have arrived here. So arrived kind of is like, it does seem like, to me this is like arriving at a conclusion kind of thing. So it does seem like they, within this mess, like in the card, obviously, but it's like within the mess that is like depicted in the card, they are still trying to sort out their feelings and emotions, which is why like it kind of looks a bit messy in the card. And yeah, so I hope this reading helps. Thank you so much. And I do private readings, by the way, so like if you want a private reading, you can just click on the link in my description. Okay, thank you so much, Pile 1, and see you soon. Hey, Pile number 2. So there is a reading for you on what are they feeling about me. So I have your spread here. So let me just show you the cards first. So you have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Hanged Man, we have the Queen of Swords, we have the Knight of Cups, and we also have the Three of Cups. So based on looking on this spread, it does seem like they kind of feel a bit out of your league, because like the Two of Cups is in reverse. Not the Two of Pentacles, I mean, is in reverse. So it kind of tells me in a way that they feel like they don't really like compare to you in terms of like maybe looks, or like, you know, in terms of like where you are in life, for example. And we also have the Hanged Man in reverse. It does seem like they are actually contemplating a lot in terms of their relationship. It does seem to be like a good thing though, because like they are trying to I guess think about where they are in life and like how they will be able to meet with you and like maybe provide you with something tangible in terms of like a relationship. And we also have the Queen of Swords up, right? So the Queen of Swords, I feel, represents you in terms of like how they feel about you, because the Queen of Swords kind of gives me a bit more of a dominant energy. So maybe you are the more dominant person in like your in like the connection, or like maybe they also feel like someone that is a bit more they are someone that know what they want, and they are also someone that you know, they don't hold back in terms of like expressing how they are. And I think that's probably what they like about you mostly, is like how you portray yourself and like how you interact with people. We have the Knight of Cups here actually, so it does seem like they really do like you a lot. And like for those of you who aren't already in a relationship, they might be coming forward to kind of give you a love offer, because the Three of Cups is here, which usually means like a love offer, or like some form of like a pursuing of a relationship. So for those of you who aren't in a relationship right now, there might be a love offer coming your way. For those of you who are in a relationship right now, it could mean like, you know, your relationship might be going to a deeper level, I guess. So let me also just take some oracle cards out to like get some clarity on your situation. So we have Awkward. We also have Twisted. Okay, and we also have Fascinating. Okay. So based on these cards, it does give me a bit of like jealousy vibes, I guess, because like this card here, this bird is being watched by 3 fish, or like maybe 5 fish, yeah. But like basically it's kind of like you do have a lot of eyes on you, and I think like they kind of feel a bit insecure about that. We also have Twisted here. So Twisted here is kind of like I do think that that person that you're thinking about might be a bit more how do I say this? It's like they feel a bit they feel a bit like they don't know what to do, because like you can see like fish are supposed to swim, but like you can see like these fish are like twisted up. It's like can't even consider them fish anymore. So it's kind of like they know to come forward, but it does seem like they are a bit twisted up in terms of like their emotions right now, because water reminds me of emotions, and like it does seem like they are a bit like in their feelings, which could also explain why like they are like contemplating right now, because I do think like they are a bit they need time to like kind of process their emotions actually. Yeah, and we also have fascinating, which is quite cute, because like yeah, it's just like what the word says. I think they find you fascinating, and like it does seem like they might have had other people in the past that were like interested in them, but it does seem like they are more interested in what you have to offer in terms of like a connection with them. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. I do private readings, so if you are interested in booking a reading with me, you can click in the link in the description. But that being said, thank you so much and see you soon. Hi, pile number 3. So this is just a general reading on how they feel about me. So I have your spread laid out here. So let me just go through it one by one. So you have the Queen of Cups. We have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. You have the 6 of Swords upright. You have the 9 of Swords upright. And we also have the Emperor upright. So in terms of how they view you, I do think that there is a lot of anxiety from them regarding like your connection. They do feel like, and I do think that they feel a bit anxious regarding how to approach you. We do have the 6 of Swords here though, which means like this seems to be changing. And we also have the Queen of Cups here. So they do view you as someone that is very emotionally nurturing and someone like they feel at peace with, which is a good sign, because like it does mean like they do like you. And we also have the Emperor upright. So this Emperor upright, like even though it's a more masculine card, I will take this interpretation as like you seem to have your stuff together in a way, like you know what you want and like you make a plan to like execute it, because that is how they perceive you. It's like someone that is that knows what they want and are in control of like what they want in life. Yeah, we have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So this does kind of tell me like they might have felt maybe that you weren't as into the connection as them in a way, because the 8 of Pentacles in reverse is like a lack of commitment, or like not wanting to like build the foundation in a way. So this card kind of indicates to me like maybe they might have felt like you weren't as into them as they were into you in a way. Something along those lines. It could also mean like they might have felt like the relationship was not going as how they pictured it to be, because like the both of you maybe weren't on the same page. So that is kind of what I can tell from here. It does seem like they might not have told you a lot of this kind of stuff outright, because the 9 of Swords is here, which kind of gives me like grief, anxiety and like sadness. So it does seem like they are stuck in their thoughts a lot regarding this situation. So it does seem like they weren't really able to communicate this to you. But with the 6 of Swords, this card being a transition card, it could mean that they might actually try and like come towards you to like kind of explain how they feel in a way, because like this situation is currently changing right now. And let me actually just take some oracle cards to gain some clarity on your situation. Okay, so we have magnetic, we have mechanical. Let me just show you guys the magnetic card in case it's like too small. And we also have face to face. Okay. So for those of you who may have been in separation or like not on speaking terms, it does seem like the person that you have on your mind does want to come forward and like communicate with you, because we do have like the face-to-face card, which is like quite self-explanatory. It means like they want to see you face-to-face. For those that are still in like a relationship, like this could just indicate like they might want to like come and talk to you about some of the thoughts that they were having regarding the relationship that you have between each other. Yeah. And we also have like the mechanical card. So the mechanical card, I do feel like in terms of mechanical, I do think that it reminds me of structure. So in terms of that, I do think that they are pretty serious in terms of the relationship, because mechanical kind of does indicate to me like it's like structure, or like, you know, it takes two to work together in a way. So I do feel like they're pretty serious in terms of like the commitment that they have towards you. And we also have like magnetic. So magnetic is also, I mean, yeah, they really do like you a lot, honestly, because like magnetic means like they do really are feeling very attracted to you, or like to your aura, which I find is quite romantic. Yeah. And mechanical, I mean, it could also just mean structure, as in like they feel like you are someone that knows how to handle themselves. Like I think like mechanical can also be related to this Emperor card, because it's like, you know, both of them, the similar theme they have is structure, which is probably why this word keeps coming into my mind, like structure. Yeah. So I hope this reading helps. Thank you so much for watching, and just to let you guys know, I also do private bookings, so if you do want a private reading with me, you can click on the link in the description box. Okay, with that, see you guys soon. Thank you. Hi, pile number 4. So this is the reading for today in terms of how they feel about me. Let me just go through the piles first. So we have 5 of Swords upright. We have the King of Cups upright. We have the Justice in reverse. We have the 2 of Cups upright. And we have the Queen of Pentacles upright. Okay, so in terms of this spread, it does seem like the two of you might have had a lot of conflict in the past, or maybe there was like a recent argument that the both of you had. Because the 5 of Swords card is upright, it kind of tells me like there was some sort of conflict or like argument that had transpired. And the Justice card in reverse also kind of tells me like there might have been fingers pointed. So I think they probably thought that, oh, you weren't fair in terms of like, you know, telling them off about this or that. And I think like they probably felt like they were unfairly treated in terms of like the arguments that the both of you had. So this is the power that I have here. And it does seem like they do want to reconcile, because the 2 of Cups is here, so they do view you as someone that is a potential partner to them, because like the both of you seem to like gel well together. Like they do feel like you complement each other very well. And we also have the Queen of Pentacles here, so it does tell me like they do want to work towards like fostering or like making a deeper connection with you, because the Queen of Pentacles is usually someone who's very abundant, and they might see you as someone who's very abundant, someone that likes to give a lot, someone who like, you know, someone who is able to bring joy to like wherever they go, kind of thing. And we also have the King of Cups here. So it does seem like despite what had happened, they still do want to work towards like the relationship being more emotionally fulfilling, because it does seem like the King of Cups here is like someone who's emotionally stable and someone who has their stuff together. So it does seem like this person wants to reconcile and probably try and build the relationship back to like a point where like the both of you are able to like trust each other and like complement each other, because I do think like they see like there's a potential in the relationship being long term. Yeah, so let me just take some oracle cards. Okay, so we have magical, we have light the way. Let me just take out one more card. And we have floating. Yeah. So in terms of the relationship itself, it does seem like they are quite sad in terms of like trying to reconcile on like what had happened in the past, because like the way is kind of like, you know, there's like one way to go in a way. It could also just mean like you are just someone that they look up to, and like you are someone that they follow in life in a way, because like you're someone that's to them like someone that's abundant and someone that knows what they want, and I think like they look up to you because of that. We also have magical, so they really do treasure the moments that they have together with you in terms of like, the good times you have. And we also have floating, so like this is like a castle in the sky in a way. I don't know whether you watched that movie, I think it's from Studio Ghibli, but like it is like fantastical, and I do believe that they feel that this relationship can be long term because of the fact that they want to build up a structure with you that is for the long-term relationship. Because like you can see like the card here, there is this is like a whole forest, it's like a community, it's like it's not something that can be built overnight. It's kind of like they really do want to like set the roots in and like try and go for it for the long term. Yeah, so I hope this reading helps. Good luck to you guys in the future, and if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can book a reading with me in the description box. So thank you so much, pile number 4, and I'll see you soon. Hi, pile number 5. So this is your reading on how they feel about me. So let me just get right into your spread here. So we have the 8 of Pentacles, we have the Fool upright, have the 4 of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Swords. And finally, we also have the 6 of Cups. So it does seem like this person is someone that you have just maybe recently met. It just gives me a very new energy because the Fool is upright. And we also have the 8 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles as well. It does seem like they view your connection as like something that's very balanced. Like they feel like you give and take on an equal basis in terms of like the relationship that you both have, and I think that actually makes them pretty happy. Now you can see here like they are actually thinking about making this into like a more long-term commitment as well with the 8 of Pentacles here. The 6 of Cups here also represents like happiness and like family, so it does seem like they really do want to take this all the way here, guys, which is really sweet. We also have the Queen of Swords here, so it does seem like you also communicate like your wants and needs to them very well. Like I can tell like they really treasure that a lot in terms of like being able to know what it is that you want, because like I think they like that people or like that you communicate with them very well in terms of like what you want in the relationship. So I think that also resulted in why they feel like the connection that you have with them is like balanced. So yeah, I think that's my reading for you guys. Let me also just take some oracle cards. So just give me a sec. So you have delicious, you have arrive, we have fix it. Yeah, so it does seem like they're pretty set on you in terms of like the relationship itself, and they also feel like maybe the relationship is, you know, is stable. Like they like that how stable the connection that you have with them. Also have the card arrived. So this card also kind of tells me like, oh, they do feel like they have like met, I guess in a sense, like the one or something. In a way, it's like they just feel like they have found someone that they can really click with and connect with, which is really sweet. And we also have give me a sec, the delicious card. So this card reminds me of abundance and plentifulness, and with like the pentacles in your spread, it does remind me like they do feel like this connection itself is very abundant, and it's also like very how do I say this, it's like very fruitful. It's like, you know, they don't feel like they are being drained by like the connection with you guys, and they feel like it actually does like empower them to be like a better version of themselves. So that is kind of how I interpret this card. I mean, there are like a lot of fruits here and like plants and vegetables, so it really does seem like they really do like being with you a lot. Yeah, so this is my reading that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much, and if you'd like to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description. That being said, thank you so much guys, and I'll see you soon. Hi, pile number 6. So this is your reading for today on how do they feel about me. So I have your pile here, and let me just show you the cards. So you have the 7 of Cups, and you have the Empress upright, you have the Chariot in reverse, we have the Temperance upright, and we also have the 7 of Swords in reverse. So based on the spread here, it does seem like if you guys are in a situationship, they do seem a bit hesitant to kind of like come forward to like ask you guys out, because the 7 of Cups here is like a contemplation card, and we also have the 7 of Swords in reverse, which is like a bit like tiptoeing around the situation in a way. So it does seem like they kind of have a bit of uncertainty in terms of like coming forward, because like the Chariot is in reverse as well, which is like the stopping or like the holding back, I guess. Yeah, so it does seem like they view you as someone that is very nurturing and giving, because the Empress card is upright, so like this is like someone that is very feminine and like someone that is like powerful. So like in their eyes they see you as like this like goddess, and I think that could be why they are feeling a bit intimidated and not wanting to come forward. So I do see like it's just a lot of contemplation that's happening right now. The Temperance upright also kind of indicates like they are someone that is like, they are still reflecting on like maybe how to go about like approaching you and stuff like that. So they are not acting on the plan, it's more of like they are trying to think of a way to like approach you, I think. So that is kind of what I can tell from the cards here. I do think I can draw some oracle cards for you guys, so just give me one sec. Okay, we have face to face, magnetic, and play. So this is kind of interesting because this kind of reminds me a bit of like maybe a next or step in the future, So it's like we do have the face-to-face card here, which is like them trying to approach you. And they do have a sense of like attraction to you based on like this magnetic card right here. It does seem like they are quite attracted to like you in terms of like a romantic level. And you also have play here. So play is like, I do think that they do want to like have a relationship with you, and I think just now might not be the time for them to like act, I guess. So I guess just give it a little more time, and I think you will see them like trying to come forward to you in the future. Like, because the face-to-face card is here, and also like the magnetic card is here, which is like they do feel like a pull towards you, so they really do like you a lot. So I hope this reading helps. And I do personal readings as well. You can book it in the Etsy you can book it in my description box. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Hi, pile number 7. So I have the reading for you today on what do they think about me. So I have your spread right here. Let me just get into it. So you have the 6 of Cups here, and we have the 9 of Wands upright. You have the 5 of Wands upright. We have the Death card in reverse, and we have the Fool in reverse. Okay, so based on this spread here, it does seem like they do want like a happy connection with you based on the 6 of Cups, because like 6 of Cups usually they mean like family or like happiness, and it does seem like they are trying to look back on like the relationship that they had with you in the past in order to kind of like figure out how to like change it into something that is like that, because it does seem like there has been conflict that was happening in the past with the 5 of Wands upright. So it does seem like there has been some conflict that happened that made the both of you kind of like it kind of just like made you guys kind of separate in a way, I guess. It's like it wasn't something that the both of you wanted, but it kind of happened. So I think they are trying to find a way to kind of like resolve the heartbreak or like whatever kind of divide that happened between the both of you. We have the Death card in reverse. So this person does feel like, I guess maybe the falling out happened recently or something, because they feel like maybe there was a bit of stubbornness regarding like the situation. So like they felt they feel like, I think they want to make up and like forgive and forget, but like it does seem like they feel maybe now it might just be too soon or something to kind of make up with you in a way. But there is like an intention here to reconcile with you, honestly, because the 6 of Cups is here. And we also have the Fool up right here. So the Fool usually, it means new beginnings, and like I do think that they want to start over with you afresh. So I do think that they'll be coming forward to like ask for forgiveness or like to ask for like a fresh start, because it does seem like, even though right now it seems like nothing seems to be happening, I do think that the intention is there to kind of like move on from this divide that happened between the both of you. So let me just get some oracle cards here. Just give me a moment. Okay, we have, what's this? We have Go Out. And we have Watching Over You. Okay. So from this card here, it does seem like they are trying to find a way to like approach you regarding the connection that you have with each other. Because you can see the cat is looking at a key, and like it's with like clouds here, which kind of represents to me like thought bubbles, you know. So it's kind of like they are thinking of a way to like reconcile with you based on this card. We also have the Go Out card. So the Go Out card kind of reminds me of like kind of like trying to break the cycle in a way, because you can see like go out and explore. It kind of tells me like there was this might have been a recurring issue that might have happened in your relationship, and I do think that they want to like put an end to like that kind of cycle that you both were like kind of perpetuating. You also are watching over you here, so it does seem like they really do care about you a lot, and they feel like it is like they want to like protect you and stuff like that, which is quite sweet. And like it does, maybe it could mean like they are checking out like your social media accounts, or like just keeping tabs on like what you guys are doing, because I mean going out as well, maybe you went out or something and you posted something on like your stories, and like they probably like saw it or some shit like that. So it's like that is kind of what this spread is giving me here. So if you were wondering whether they are stalking your social media account, yeah, they are. So that is what I have for you for today, pile number 7. So I do personal readings, so if you're interested in booking a reading with me, you can click on the link in the description box. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and see you again.